Hello, YouTube. It's your girl Sheridan S. Davis here, and I have a special guest with me. I just returned to YouTube just a couple days ago, and already I have my first guest. It is my mommy. Okay. This your baby. All right. I actually do this to her in real life, so we are having a little cozy time in my room/office. And as you can see, and I thought I would do this video with her. So I did a video, I saw a video that Keisha Irvin did with her mom. Shout out to my good friend Keisha.
Hey, Keisha.
Keisha did with her mom. And the video was called Interesting Questions. Basically, questions every girl should ask their mom. So I got some questions. Basically, you want to see if your life parallels with your mom in any type of way. And we're going to see what happens. I'm going to get in her business. I have not asked many of these questions before. So let's see how this goes.
Pick now.
I pick now.
Okay.
Before I become a mom, I'm not pregnant. Let me just clear that up. But like, one of these old days, it might be very long. But the Lord gonna bless me with a kid or whatever, and we want to see what kind of. We're churchy. I've already told y'all that in the previous video, so she just had devotion. But I want to know these things, see what kind of stuff we passing on to a kid. You understand?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. All right, so here is my first question. What is one of your earliest memories?
One of my earliest memories, I don't know how old I was, but I do remember being a little girl what just popped up in my head was being a little girl at my godparents' house. And my godfather bought me a puppy.
Oh, but you're scared of dogs. Me too, though. But how did that work out?
Well, I wasn't always afraid of dogs, as you can tell.
Okay.
But they bought me a puppy, and I took care of the puppy actually till it was actually a real small puppy. And as the puppy grew,
you got afraid.
I got afraid of it, and I got jealous of the puppy.
Why were you jealous of the puppy?
I don't know. I don't remember, but I was told I got jealous of the puppy. Like when the puppy wanted milk, I had to have some milk.
Oh God. Okay.
When the puppy wanted the food, they told me I had to have food.
Wow. Okay. So, question 2. I'm not gonna name the order because I'm gonna lose count. What is the most trouble you've ever gotten in? Oh, you done did some stuff. That's nice.
Okay, the most trouble I've ever gotten in was with my mother. I had done something I wasn't supposed to.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, moving on. She's not answering. See, this the type of stuff here.
Okay, I took something from my mom.
Oh, you was a thief.
Now, no, see.
But I wanted to say that because my mom, the thing that I do that frustrates her the most is I be taking her clothes. So what'd you take from Grandma? Her clothes?
No, I didn't take her clothes. Just leave it at that. I took some, but it was for at the time.
This is generational.
It is not
taking mommy's stuff.
It is
yes,
not.
it is.
It is not. At the time, I thought it was for a good reason.
Okay.
But I have been forgiven. I have forgiven myself.
We're not going to go into
it. Happen again.
Okay, I understand. I take her clothes for good reasons. All right, next. What's something you always wanted to do but didn't, and why didn't you do it?
I always wanted to be a photographer.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How I become the photographer of the family then? That is rude.
Because it's in your genes. It's in your genes.
That just gave me your dream. Why didn't you do it?
I don't know.
Okay. Was there something your parents did when you were a kid that you swore you would never do? That you actually do?
That I actually do.
Or maybe not. Yeah. What's something they did that you swore you would never do?
Divorce.
And she didn't.
And
do
I
that.
didn't do it. Huh?
Huh?
I I didn't do it.
Her and my dad has been married for, it'll be 30 years in July. Baby, it's not my anniversary. I don't have to keep up with the date. Because I was like in... Okay, she's shouting. Let's move on. How many serious relationships were you in before you settled down with my dad? But y'all was like 6. Were you?
I didn't have no serious relationships.
Right. You ever had a breakup? Not
yeah.
Me. Okay. What was your roughest breakup like?
Is there gonna be any drop?
I guess I'm gonna have to. No, I'm not. Listen, so I heard something, but it was this bag falling, so that's why I turned over and looked like, say what now?
We don't do
I don't do noises. Okay, go ahead.
What was the question? My roughest breakup?
Yeah, what was that like?
Deuces.
Okay. You were a stay-at-home mom. I mean, you had jobs like gigging, singing, and stuff like that. But for the most part, you was a stay-at-home mom. What?
Correction. I was a domestic engineer.
Okay, girl. She was a domestic engineer.
Yes.
What was that like? And if you could redo motherhood and stuff over, would you do the same thing, or would you like go out into the workforce?
That was like not what I really thought it was going to be because I wasn't that good at, you know.
At the domestic work. I'm weak. Okay, let's move on. I already know the answer to this question, but we're going to ask anyway because it's here. When did you lose your virginity and to whom? Answer the question for the people.
My husband.
Speak up.
My husband.
Okay, moving on. All right. Okay, who were your role models coming up? And who did you look up to when you were younger?
Is it paternal on my dad's side? Mm-hmm. My paternal grandmother. This old preacher at our church. His name was Reverend James Smith. Mm-hmm. And from afar, gospel artists, a couple of gospel artists.
Okay. What was the best trip you've ever taken and why?
The best trip I've ever taken. Well, since I've been with my husband, the best trip I've ever taken was I want to say, no, the best trip I've ever taken with my husband was the first time we went to Florida.
Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Orlando,
that
Florida.
looked fun.
Yeah.
With the pictures and stuff. I wasn't there. Okay, who was your best friend growing up and who is your best friend now?
Now my best friend is my husband.
That makes me sick, y'all. Go ahead.
Get over it. Growing up, my best friend, when I was, I had, depends on the time frame of my life. Like high school was.
You was in and out of best friends? Me too.
So that's a real difference. In high school, it was a girl named Jeannie Capel. Mm-hmm. In grammar school, did I have a best friend? I had a couple of really good friends.
Got it.
But I don't say I had a best friend until high school.
Got it. Okay. Is there a moment or an event that radically changed the way you saw the world?
Yeah. Marriage and giving birth.
In what way?
Marriage, because of the time that I got married, I immediately went from
she got married at 18, guys.
Young adult to grown woman status immediately.
It went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Real quick.
I understand that.
And giving birth was pretty much the same, because it was like, okay, now you're responsible for another human.
And you didn't have a lot of time in between.
I had no time. No time.
That's true.
I had no time, people. I was married in July, pregnant in August. So in August, I was responsible for another human.
Hi, it's me.
This is human.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever done something really impulsive, and how did it go? I think saying yes to engagement. No. That wasn't that impulsive. Okay, go ahead.
Nothing I can remember.
Nothing impulsive. You're not an impulsive person. Okay. What was the moment okay, we getting serious. What was the moment where I hurt you the most when I was growing up? You can tell them.
That you hurt me the most? I don't remember that it being a moment. It wasn't an event. Right. It was a season of Sheridan being a teenager. And like what I've heard and have it now experienced, but didn't know for sure then, that all teenagers go through a particular season where they are not likable. So yeah, that. I knew nothing. We didn't get along. Right. And but it's just typical.
Yeah, I was very mean, but I was also. We'll talk about that in that video. Well, I'll say it. I was very that's why I stopped and said, I'll do it now. I was bullied, and so I was just very hard. Period. Okay. She's so annoying. When did you know you were ready to get married?
When I was in my wedding dress. Okay.
The next question's going to have a similar answer. When did you know you was ready to have kids?
When the doctor said. The doctor said, yeah, them ain't cramps. Come on in.
Oh, God. Okay. What do I need to know about our family's medical history that could affect my health?
Let me tell you. We got big boned
facts
people in our family. And whereas in your younger years you think that what you eat and do, you straight. But especially on my mama's side of the family, we are potato and bread eaters on that side of the family. And so everybody, if you look at the history or look at pictures from back in the day, everybody was little. When you had the first kid, all the potatoes and bread you ate decide to come on back. That's on my mama's side of the family. That's what you need to know about that history. We grows, and you didn't know it sneaks up on you. We grows and stretches
wider. I understand.
Yeah. Now my daddy's side of the family.
We're moving on. Okay, listen. I'm more shaped like my dad's side. So I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him. He don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be a surprise when we'll see what happens. Because I ain't never been thin. Like my mom said, everybody started out skinny, and I was never there. I was just born grown shaped it.
What was you?
Grown shaped it.
Okay, write that down.
Why did you do this? You were born skinny. Yes, y'all whole say y'all was just skinny, and I was never skinny. Anyway. What was grown shaped? I was grown shaped. Okay, what was the day like when I was born?
What had happened was it was in the morning. I had just finished watching Oprah. So Oprah at that time came on at like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I just finished watching Oprah, and I had eaten tuna for breakfast. Don't judge. I was pregnant. I ate tuna for breakfast. It was very good. I thought the tuna disagreed with my stomach. So I kept saying, "Oh, I shouldn't have ate that tuna. I think I got a stomach ache." So after a few complaints of my stomach is hurting and I think I got cramps, your dad said, "I don't know if that's what that is. Let me call the doctor." So the doctor said that's not what that is. Come on to the hospital. So at the time, we did not have a core. And Mark Brundage, the first.
Senior.
The first. He
this is my cousin's daddy, y'all.
took us to the hospital. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I've heard this before.
Okay. He took us to the hospital. I said, was I correct? Because I know he took me to the hospital before.
Oh.
It's more than once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I wasn't in labor for an extreme amount of time because that was after 9 o'clock when I started to feel the thing. You were born in the 1 o'clock hour. I do remember that. So it wasn't like most people be talking about 23 hours of labor. Right. I didn't experience that.
But it was still a traumatic experience.
It was a traumatic experience.
We'll talk about that another day.
Little complications.
Yeah, we had some complications. But I'm still here. I'm still here. Shout out.
Shaped it.
Grown shaped it. Huh? Okay, what was your wedding day like?
I was excited. Nerves guided.
Got it.
Nerves guided.
Okay. What was your first year of motherhood like?
It was more. I felt like I had a doll.
Oh.
And it was. There are commercials that are out now. That the like the parents of a newborn are real particular about different things, and by the time they get to the second kid, they be like, this I would do. That's for real.
Okay.
That's for real.
What was life like for you at my age? It was totally different than my life is like for me.
You're 28.
I'm 28.
I was 28. I don't know.
She was grown with children.
With all kids.
Right. That is crazy. Okay. There's a question on here. You ain't gonna want to answer it. I'm gonna just say what it is. You ain't answer. The question is, what do you want your funeral to be like? My mama don't do death, so we're not talking about that.
I can tell you.
You can tell me?
Yeah.
What? You thought about it? Okay.
This is the answer that I've said before.
Okay.
I don't care. I won't be there.
Okay.
So I have no requests. Nothing that I want you to do. Whatever. That's up. I leave. I think that should be left up to the people who I left behind. How do y'all want to do that?
Got it. Okay, finally, what do you want or wish most for your kids? She has 5.
What I wish...
I'm the oldest.
Most...
Guardian of her estate. Go ahead.
She's the guardian of my shoes and clothes.
She's going to have more of an estate than that.
Gonna.
Amen.
Yes.
Go ahead.
What I wish most for my children is that they would be as close in their relationship with God as I don't want to say as humanly possible. That's dumb, but I want their relationship with God to be so intact that that the enemy doesn't. Yeah, the enemy doesn't. They don't fall for tricks and all that stuff of the enemy. And I want them to find a life partner that they could have.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll talk about this. We're gonna have to do another video because
love, like I got love. I wish all of my children would be happy and in love forever. What's the
We'll talk about that in another video. Thank you so much for your wishes and your I don't have enough time. I love you, mother. Give me kisses, your baby. Give it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Check us out later. Remember, my book, Church Girls 3, drops December
14th.